Hi, Develle Morrison here. I'm a broker with Bosley Real Estate, and I just wanted to share this week's real estate insights with you in terms of what's been happening in the market. So, if we look at the Toronto Real Estate Board stats, which is TREB, it's showing us that there was a 69% decrease in sales, and that's the number of transactions, not the price, from this year, April, from last year's April. And it's also saying that the number of listings is down by just under 64% on a year over year basis. Meanwhile, prices are actually only down by 1.5% from last year. The other system that we use to give us some metrics about what's happening in the market is called Broker Bay. And Broker Bay is the system that about 70% of the central real estate brokerages in Toronto use for booking their showings. And those stats are based on a month over month. So they've compared the third week of April to the third week of March to give us some insights about how our weeks in the pandemic are actually happening. So the showings that we've seen here are now slightly higher from the third week of April versus the third week of March. Showings have been down 64%. Overall offers are down over 50%. MLS listings are down just under 57%. And the number of solds is down by 49%, 49.8%. The difference is that in the third week of March, showings were down 80%. So the fact that they're only down 64% now shows that showings are going slightly higher. Offers are going slightly higher. There's slightly more listings on MLS, and there's a few more solds in the market. So we'll continue to monitor the market to give you an insight as to what's going on. A couple of insights that I thought were really interesting for me to share from my sales meeting this morning was one of the real estate agents shared with us that her senior clients are now reevaluating their choice about going into a long-term care facility. They basically decided to no longer sell their home, and now they're going to stay in their home. And really, who could blame them for thinking something like that? One of the other agents noticed that he's getting some people who are living in condos in Toronto who now want to move outside of the city into a bigger home, into a less dense population. And then still, there was another agent who mentioned that some of her clients who were in a condo basically said they now want to move out and buy a house. And I think it's the idea of more space. If we're going to be living through, pandemic lifestyle over the next year, I even hate to call it a lifestyle, but if we're going to be living this way over the next year, where we're constantly being told, stay in, go out, stay in, go out, I think people are looking for a little bit more space to roam. So I believe that those things will change the market going forward. And it'll be really interesting to see what comes out of this, I think, by summertime when hopefully we reopen. Thank you so much for listening and listening to the Real Estate Insights. My name is Develle Morrison. I'm a broker with Bosley Real Estate. Thanks. Bye.